I guess I'm live. That's all I know. I gotta get something fixed here. I don't know what. I'm working on learning how to do this. What I'm gonna do, I'm still not right. What I'm gonna do is, well, I'm a wreck. I'm a wreck. I'm always a wreck. Y'all are used to me by now. What I want to do is come on here and show y'all. I'm gonna get this instant pot going. I call it an instant pot. It's a Emerald Lagasse pot, and I'm gonna fix some and this is a late supper. We have been busy all day, my goodness. But I'm gonna fix neck bones. I got them for a good price too. They was $5.55. Look at that, if you can see it. And they're not smoked. I don't much care nothing about them smoked ones. I love the plain ones. And I'm gonna cook them and sauerkraut. I'll probably kill this thing somehow or another. How to get into it. I don't use it a whole lot. I'm gonna show you what I do and we'll get it going, and then of course I'll have to come back later. And I have put a dent in this thing that's brand new. I want you to look at that. That is a shame. Well, it's a wonder I ain't got a dent in me somewhere. I am going to, you see that it's an empty pot, and I got two phones going. I found out that I couldn't, I can share a live if I'm going through Facebook to Facebook anywhere. But if I'm doing, it won't share to YouTube. YouTube, I don't know if YouTube is shared to Facebook or not, because I've done my live, every one I've done's been on Facebook, so I don't know. So if it looks like I ain't paying you no attention, I'm doing the best I know how, guys. And that's probably not the very best. I can't see it either, so that looks like a nice one. It is a nice, I love this thing. And I had another one, and yes, my hands are clean. I just got out of doing 2 tons of dishes. And for the ones who are curious and furious, because I don't wash my meat, now I don't. And I did years ago. That's a little short of a bone. And they do not recommend you wash it because of cross-contamination. You know, you're splashing without even knowing you're splashing. And you are getting little bits and specks and whatever on other things. Could be on your curtains, and you reach up there 2 or 3 days later to pull your curtains back and wind up with salmonella, and you think it's because you made a sandwich out of the freezer. When in reality, you croaked because you washed your meat. Now, everybody's going to do it their way, and that's fine. I don't want to argue none of that stuff. I ain't into all that. But I still wanted to give y'all an explanation, because so many people won't know why. And like I said, there's curious and some get furious. So there's my answer. Now I just let me rinse my hands out. And I have absolutely got to do the video on my sauerkraut. And I've got my cabbage. I just haven't got to do it yet. Just been, oh my gosh, been busy. And so I had to buy a store-bought sauerkraut. Now I don't put no water in this. It don't need none. Let me look for a can opener. I'll be right back. It's right here. This is one of the simplest little dishes you could ever do. My mother's first husband was come over Ellis Island. He was full-blood German. And his mother, I guess, taught Mommy some dishes. And this was one of them. And I know a lot of people make it. But it is, if it ain't German, she learned it from somewhere else and taught it to Mommy, is all I know. And Mom made it. And we loved it, and we still make it. Gosh, it's good. You wouldn't believe how flavorful this is. And now you can buy ribs. Ribs are good. don't go buy them big high dollar ones now though for this. Buy them cheap ones. Because you want to be economical as you can. And this will feed a crowd. And I tell you another thing you can do. My sister Barbara Ann, I don't know if she's low on money or what the story was behind it. I didn't ask her if it's all she had. Didn't have no way to store. Barbara didn't drive. And I don't know, it's pretty dry. I might add about a half a can of water. There's in Home Canned Kraut, there's a lot more. Yeah, I got about a half a can in there. In Home Canned Kraut, there's a lot more liquid. And I found 2 jars and I could get one open and I couldn't get the other one open. I said, well, I'm going to use these then. I'm not going to, because I still had to have another can. And I thought, well, I'm not ruining I don't mean that way. I'm not wasting my Home Canned Kraut, my 2 little crummy jars, when this is just as good. But she took them ribs. We was having a big cookout, a big get together. She took them ribs. You see how big they are, and meaty, and very, very economical. And she put them on a grill out there and put barbecue sauce on them. That's the best thing. They were delicious. It might have been the camaraderie and fellowship and everything, the whole family being together that helped it along, because that does make a difference. But I know good food when I eat it, and I mean to tell you right now, them were delicious. And I'm going to put that top on it, and I'm going to put it under pressure because my meat's raw. Now, a lot of times I'll just stick this on top of the stove. You put it in a big old, if you got a big cast iron pot or something, I'll put it in the oven and cap the top on it, but this is so fast and quick and handy dandy, and it makes that meat just like butter, And I'm probably gonna, and I ain't gonna salt it and pepper it or nothing, because that kraut's full of salt. And if you want to pepper it, you can pepper it in your plate. That's wrong. And then I want to tell you something else. It's closed. I guess I better plug her up and see what to do now, because I don't know. I got stuff over here. I have still yet to finish my apple butter, dagnabbit. Let me get this out of the way, guys. But I'm going to turn this around. Hopefully you can see. Let's see if you can see. I don't know. I'm the one who can't see. Nope, can't see a thing. Bear with me, guys. About 3 inches in the floor. Let me turn this around where it is right. Is that right? No, it's a bunch of... You see how many dishes I had stacked up there. It's actually kind of embarrassing, but well, that landed straight up. It didn't even fall out. Let me get this thing plugged up and get it turned on, then I want to show you something. Turn the house down. Let me try to get it on here. I ain't got enough. Alright, let's see. Alright, pressure. Put it on B, 30 minutes. And how you make it go? Oh, yeah, push that. And then when it's cooking, when it's closed and everything good to go. When it's doing its cooking, it is when it's doing its cooking, it turns bright red. I think when it goes under pressure, it turns red. Yeah, that's right. I want to show you what I done. I ain't got no stove. My daughter needed a stove. Well, I just whipped that right out of the house and give it to her. I've been wanting a gas stove for a long time. And I seen my opportunity at me a gas stove. So, I got me a gas stove here that I had bought off of a friend of mine. William Thomas, thank you very much. I appreciate it. And there's a guy coming tomorrow who's going to hook it up. And if he don't show up, me and James probably going to tear something up. But we're going to hook her up anyway. And let me show it to you. I'm real excited about my, I can't even find my stuff. There it is. There's my stove. Let me show you guys. I'm sorry about using two things, and I won't do it again. Well, I ain't gonna swear nothing. You just know that I may do it again. But here's my stove, and it's got one of these doohickets missing that I'm gonna have to order. But I'm not gonna order it until I make sure that this stove really is good. But it plugs up, and it'll do this or whatever that does in the oven, and I'm real excited. Real excited. All right, guys, I'm gonna hang it up. And I'll probably run this through for an hour just because even though it's under pressure, you want it tender as it could possibly be because, Lord of mercy, it's good. And I've got a little old hot plate in there that I borrowed off my daughter, and I'm going to fry some bread. And we'll come back and I'll show you what I got. And I'll probably fix some mashed potatoes. About got to have some mashed potatoes with this meal because, man, it's good. It's kind of like I don't know what it's like. It's delicious. All I know, tell you. Thank y'all for bearing with me. I appreciate it. And I'll see you in a little while. Thank you, guys. Thanks, everybody. Thank you guys so much for bearing with me. I sure do appreciate it.
Hey guys, what you up to?
And I don't know how to hang up now that I'm on here. I don't even know that I'm on here.
Let me get this going over here.
Are you sure you want to stop?